Hello, entrepreneur. I talk a lot on my channel about money. I even have a video that tells you, hey, the numbers tell the whole story. So when you're doing and handling numbers and you're getting ready for any type of expansion, whether it's your business that you want to expand, or even if it's just your business that you're trying to validate and you're trying to bring in maybe investors or just for your own records, the numbers tell everything. And they have to be they have to be straight across the board. A lot of times when I say that, people automatically go to thinking about audits and the IRS. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your everyday life. So let me get into it because I want to help you. I want to make sure you understand when you get ready for tax preparation that you are doing yourself the greatest service that you can do. So when I say that numbers tell a story, if you're trying to, as entrepreneurs, let me go back. As entrepreneurs, you are your only source of income. So you own a business, you're doing business, and you're successful at that business. And that business provides you a way of living. You're able to rent or pay a mortgage or rent an apartment or a condo. You're able to make a car loan. You're able to buy groceries. You are living from what you do every day. You know what you have is a legitimate business because you live that way. However, whenever you go to a car lot or you decide to move and you got to provide stuff for an apartment, or better yet, the best case scenario is if you decide to buy a home. Because let's face it, a lot of entrepreneurs go into business for themselves because they were working a job that was not paying them enough. They realized, hey, I can do better by myself. My knowledge, I have a desire to do it. I can determine how much I make. And so, therefore, I should be in business for myself. And all of that is admirable. It's good and it's a huge sacrifice, let me say that. To be in business for yourself, it sounds wonderful and it sounds simple and it sounds easy, but it is neither of those things. An entrepreneur has to discipline his or herself to get everything done. They are the business. If they don't move, there's not like workers that will go in and are paid for a job. In the beginning, most entrepreneurs start out thinking, hey, this is going to be my business and the profits and proceeds will come to me. Once that business grows or blows up, then and only then is when they start thinking about adding people. So if you're going to go through the sacrifice, if you're going to go through the long hours, don't do it and not have anything to show for it. You want to make sure that as you're doing this, that everybody that comes in contact knows that you are a real business. That every time you go to a next level or upgrade on a car or purchase a home, that everything is in line and in order so that nobody questions the very business that you give yourself to every day, every year, every month, the thing that keeps you away from your family. You want to make sure that it's legitimate and that you don't have any problems getting what you want. Now, that may sound crazy, but most entrepreneurs, it takes a while before you're making enough money that you can just go pay cash. Even more than that, most people don't want to do that because you want to maintain your cash flow. Now, the other part is that most entrepreneurs don't think that way. In their mind, they're like, I don't care. And when I need something, I'll figure it out. And it's not that simple. I had a person come to me, they needed and they wanted to buy a home, but nothing that they had, they didn't have anything set up. There was nothing done professionally when it came to managing their cash as an entrepreneur that allowed them to be able to turn anything into the mortgage company so that they would give them the loan. And I began to teach them the things that they needed. Now, I have videos out there, and I suggest that you go back and look at them. One of them is that the numbers tell a complete picture. And then there's one called 7 Degrees of Separation that you need between you and your business so that your business is profitable and legit. Please go look at it. Don't take it for granted and make sure you do it. And you cannot afford to wait until you want something to do it, because it's not that way. Things happen over time and it's a process. So you're right now, you might say, hey, I'm good. I don't need to do any of that. Well, 2 years from now, or whenever you decide, you say, you know what, I want to buy a home. You don't have everything in order. So that thought, what you want to do at that time, is going to be at least a 2 year process, depending on what documentation you have done or have not done. Most entrepreneurs will not pay themselves. And so in doing so, they don't have a record to show a separation between them and their business and what they actually make. So anytime they need to do something, they have to do everything out of one entity, so to speak. They have to take care of themselves personally as well as the business out of one. They could never go get a business loan to expand and at the same time, on the other hand, buy a house or buy a new car. They've got to pick one or the other. So now the very thing that they began, the very business that they started to give them financial freedom, is giving them financial limits due to the lack of management. Do not allow what you're doing to expand your finances become a very boundary and a prison to one salary. But it happens all the time. I see it all the time because they have not completed everything that they need. Most cases, most people don't see the value in it. And when people don't see the value in it right now, they tend to blow it off. And that's sad, because being an entrepreneur means having the ability to see now and to think for the future. Because remember, not only are you the employee, you put on the management hat. You're now the CEO. It's your job to look and see further. Now, I provided all of that background because I want you to understand the same thing about your tax preparation. Do not do tax preparation based on your right now. A lot of people every year, I need money now. I need money now. I need money now. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to write stuff off because I need money now. I need money now. You see the pattern? It's all about now, 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 which means you're not thinking about the future, which means you're not managing your money. You're not figuring out what you can do, what's the best way. You're just satisfying your immediate right now. That's not management moves, or as they like to say, boss moves. Those are not boss moves. Boss moves will make you look, do things now that will not only help you now, but help you later. Boss moves means that I will sacrifice now a small amount. I will sacrifice doing something that I want to do right now so that I can do multiple things later. Too many people, too many entrepreneurs, um, too many people at tax time make decisions for one moment in time that affect and change their outcome for years to come. I'm just trying to tell everybody. I'm just trying to be that voice. So this has been your girl, the Queen Bee of Doing Business Better, saying, think about your taxes before you file. Don't do things right now that can come back to haunt you later. Bye-bye.